No more push ups and cool music. What's going on? No, I'm not gonna give it up. But I'm thinking of another plot twist. Because if I should make these videos, it should have a goal of visible improvement. And I was at the Taekwondo training camp this weekend, and a lot of eye openers happened. First of all, I really like that community. It's like I really enjoy being around people who are cool to me because I'm a loner. I usually don't have any friends at all. That's quite a bold thing to admit, right? But these people at Taekwondo, they're great. And it doesn't even matter if they're good martial artists or not, they're good people. Some of them are great martial artists, and many of them are not, but they're great people. The only problem is that there aren't enough grown men there, and certainly not men my size or larger to spar. So it limits my ability to actually become a tougher fighter. So I really wish I had a sparring partner. So I thought of a quirky, funny idea in my head. What if I make an own app, kind of like a Tinder for martial artists? Meet your sparring partner online, but no jujitsu before the third date. Because jujitsu looks very intimate. Anyway, uh, even though I make fun of jujitsu, it's probably beneficial for me to learn and for my fitness and my technical understanding and understanding of the body. Anyway, um, what I mean is that I want to make a video series based on the same principles. I'm certainly gonna have push ups and cool music in it, but I don't think push ups every day is optimal anymore. It's like, yeah, I did set a new record when I did push ups and cool music back in the day when I had nothing else, when I had a leg injury, when I didn't even lift weights. But now I have weights and martial arts and all that. So I need a consistent conditioning program, both mentally and physically. And philosophy is great. Stretching is great. And calf raises are great. Other than that, push ups, pull ups, handstand push ups, whatever, depends. Yeah, they're still good for me. They're still going to be included, but not necessarily every day. But I need to stretch every day. Splits at least 5 times a week because splits are painful. I need to recover from them too. It's still a heavy physical workout. And and calf races I can recover quickly from. Calf races are beneficial not only to make my calves look better, but also to make my footwork better because I have more spring in my step. So, what I will call that new series is because of what I saw during the graduation ritual. I saw various students with various skill levels. Some of the lower belts were surprisingly skilled, but some of the higher belts were surprisingly unskilled. Even two guys that I saw today, no, not today, yesterday, that took the black belt, one of them couldn't even do an axe kick properly. And that was slightly above waist height. I'm like, what's wrong with his flexibility? All his other techniques were good, but his kicks aren't like cool kicks the point of Taekwondo. And the other guy who took the black belt, he needed several tries to break this board with a spinning back kick. I wasn't impressed by that. I'm like, why the hell is he a black belt? I broke my boards too. I did with a front punch and a spinning hook kick. I did it on the first attempt, tight as hell, because I put some work and dedication into it. I put some work and dedication into my pumse, my kata forms, and my kicks and stuff. And if I could spar, I would spar a lot more regularly. Anyway, time to read some philosophy and do some push-ups and cool music. And also some stretching, because the path to black belt starts now, because I want to be what I think a black belt is, despite my Taekwondo club basically just giving out belts for participating, basically. You can only do your best, but I think there should be a certain standard that if you don't make it, the trainer would just kindly say, work on this, better this, training program for you, work more on your splits, work more on your kicks, work more on your blocks, your punches. You will get it next time. Positive encouragement, but still kind of strict, because I would like to think that this belt represents a level of body control and physical fitness. Yeah, I want to become what I think a black belt is. So I need to stretch and really torture myself to get those splits. I can already kick high. I can do a bunch of cool kicks, but not all the kicks are where they are supposed to be. So I want to be what I think a black belt is, because I have only 2 grading events away from black belt. The next one, I will get another black stripe on my red belt, and the next one will be the black belt. So I need to take this seriously. If I follow that plan, I'll be a black belt within a year. But will I be a good black belt or not? There you go. So let's go for today's Stoic quote. Stoicism will be involved in my path to black belt, because you can't be a good martial artist without a good moral compass. It's like other things than just your body, your reflexes, and stuff like that should make you a good martial artist, right? Because Chuck Norris, he was a wonderful person, a philosopher, a stoic, a good-hearted human being, a hero. That's the kind of man I should strive to be like. So, okay, let's see today's Stoic quote. How much more harmful are the consequences of anger and grief than the circumstances that arouse them in us? Marcus Aurelius, Meditations. Yeah. The first rule of holes, goes the adage, is that if you find yourself in a hole, stop digging. This might be the most violated piece of common sense wisdom in the world, because what most of us do when something happens, goes wrong, or is inflicted on us, make it worse. First by getting angry or feeling aggrieved. Next by flailing around before we have much in the way of a plan. Today, give yourself the most simple and doable of tasks. Just don't make stuff worse. Whatever happened, don't add angry or negative emotions to the equation. Don't react for the sake of reacting. Leave it as it is. Stop digging. Then plan your way out. Okay, I will start with some push-ups and some cool music. I will aim for 100 push-ups. I do 20 push-ups each set. And the music today, the cool music, will be Symphony number 25 in G minor by Mozart, also known from the movie Amadeus. Okay, let's go. I do 5 sets of 20, so I make it easy on myself. It's really hot these days, so keeping myself consistent is even harder now. I really hate the heat. I cannot stand it, but I have to survive. It's a part of Stoicism. Okay, let's go. Doesn't play. There. Amadeus is one of my favorite movies ever, by the way. Mozart would really... I wonder how Mozart would react to it. It's like, I made the soundtrack to my own movie. Oh, it's all messed up. It's not historically accurate at all. How come Salieri is my enemy? Salieri was cool. Anyway, doesn't matter. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Then just wait a little and do 20 more. Because, Salieri, he was one of Mozart's mentors, first and foremost, and he also taught Mozart's children. He was a good friend of the family, and he was, at that time, one of the most successful men in Vienna. He even died as a rich man in his 70s, which was a very advanced age back in those days. And it still is kind of advanced, since people can consider themselves lucky if they live to 80, so I think he got to 74, I'm not sure right now. But, and also one thing, Salieri didn't give up on women, he had 8 children. So, that's how the movie Amadeus is not accurate at all. Okay, more. Now I count in Korean. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열, 열하나, 열둘, 열셋, 열다섯, 열여섯, 열다섯. Oh, I don't remember. I think it's 18, 19, 20, 1. To be sure. I'm not that good at Korean. But I know some Korean from Squid Games, like the word yakusoku, which means promise in Japanese. Exactly same word. And when there was like a block, when you do this kind of block, you have the sonalmaki, which is like with both hands like this. Then you have the han sonal, which is half. And han means half in Japanese. Then you just do one hand like this. So, there are several common words in Korean and Japanese. But for the most part, very different languages. Maybe I'll count in Japanese for the next 20. I'm much better at Japanese than Korean. Most of my Korean is basically Taekwondo lingo, words that sound like Japanese. And they tend to say sumida a lot. I'm not sure what that means. I heard that a lot in Squid Game. Great show. Anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Here's a fun fact about the number 20 in Japanese. Niju, which means basically 210. When you're the age of 20 in Japan, you don't say nijusai, you say hatachi. Hatachi, that means basically you're old enough, you're an adult. That's when kids are allowed to drink and do all the forbidden adult stuff. That's when you're considered an adult. At 20, then you are hatachi. So, if someone asks, "Anata wa nansai desu ka?" How old are you? Then you can say, if you're 20, you say, "Hatachi desu." Okay. Next count will be in my mother tongue, which is Portuguese. And too bad I haven't used it that much in Norway. So it's very similar to Spanish. So I need to use the language more practically to be more skilled at it. But I regularly do it at Duolingo. But I came as a kid to Norway. So yeah. So I cannot expect to count perfectly, but let's see if I can. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That went by great. Next language is my main language, Norwegian. Then I reach 100. 100 in Norwegian, hyaku in Japanese, same in Portuguese, I think. Hyaku in Japanese. I don't know in Korean, probably a word that kind of sounds like hyaku, I don't know, or totally different. What is Mozart in Japanese? Mozaruto. They just write foreign names in like katakana. I guess the Mozart ran out. Let's see what I think. Symphony number 29. Let's just leave it to the list. Because it's still Mozart, and Mozart is super listenable. It's like the most listenable music on the planet. Did I just say Mozart is the best? How will Beethoven and Chopin feel about it? And Schubert? You know, they will feel nothing about it because they're dead, and so is Mozart. But it's a blessing that their music still lives in our hearts and within all the practicing musicians in the world and all those who enjoy that music. Anyway, let's go. Last 20, Norwegian. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Ooh, that was great. Next set is gonna suck hard. But I'm gonna do splits. First of all, it's an ego killer because my splits are not very impressive. And second of all, it really makes my body heat up a lot. And I don't know if this video will be interrupted at some point. Probably will. I haven't figured out how to fix my webcam settings on my computer, so... I guess I'm getting old, but it's really hard to keep up with modern technology. It's like these modern problems is harder to solve. And also because I'm not a computer nerd anymore. I'm more into working out than classical music. I like video games still. Video games are sweet. I need to get some water. I really need to get some water. Now I'm just gonna torture myself for a little bit and show my suffering to the world, or to whoever, like 2 persons who see this video. I can comfort myself with the fact that some black belts out there don't even do splits this well. And this is at the start. I get further down. I just have to wait a little bit. Muscles have to loosen up gradually. It's the most boring exercise to show, because I only stand still. I do nothing except letting my muscles sag, like going further down. But still at this level I can kick way above my head. It's just that I cannot stand parallel with the side kick, like high up in the air. It's even hard to get a side kick to my head, so I want to get that. Side kick is usually at stomach level, but a front kick, axe kick, spinning hook kick, I get to head height, no problem. I think I need a timer for this to work. I have a timer on my computer. Yeah, I should use it. 1.5 minutes on each type of split. Then the torture will be more meaningful than me just trying to think, how long should it take? The path to a black belt should be filled with pain. Anything worthwhile requires struggle and sacrifice over a certain amount of time. That's what I learned. That goes to mastering classical music, and it goes to mastering martial arts, strength training, everything. But isn't it cool to be strong and good at martial arts? Okay, set and start. Now I can stretch, get close to the floor. Now just wait until the timer counts down. 1.5 minutes of this. Getting my hip closer to the floor, improving my kicks. Today I will just do beach muscles afterwards. I'll just pump my arms and chest and stuff in the gym. And I already had got a chest pump from 100 push-ups. So that's great. This is so bad. I have no idea how hot it is now. I would prefer to do these exercises naked, but I'm posting this online, so it's not OnlyFans. Maybe I should start posting my videos on OnlyFans. That would be great. My audience would likely be mostly gay.